Hey, some people have been asking me about my book, Blue Flame. Blue Flame. So I wanted to explain that it was a story about a father who does whatever he can to protect his daughter after losing his son, who was a police officer. And I got some of the material based on my life, well, based on some of my life and some of my cousin. My cousin was in the fire department and he was facing some racist stuff. I mean, I'm talking about fried chicken under his cot, watermelon in his locker, a noose hanging up over his bed. He sued and won, and he had death threats from many people because 12 firemen from the top all the way down lost their jobs and their pensions. So he had to quit his career and move to an undisclosed location, and I never saw him again, but I know he's alive because, you know, we communicate. And so I made that book, and as I'm planning on book number 2, a situation like that happened to me, similar. If I'm alive, I will make Blue Flame Part 2. But I'm gonna add some stuff from my situation. I was working as a armed security and I was protecting some equipment. And I just happened to get into my vehicle to thaw out because it was cold. And then long story short, I caught 8 sheriffs stealing fireman equipment on video, and I wrote a report. It made it up the chain of command. It made it to internal affairs. There was a union rep involved. He tried to say they were just looking in the boxes, blah, blah, blah. No, they were stealing. 8 sheriffs, and they had called buddies because more sheriffs were on the way. They were bagging up stuff from the boxes to leave, and I stopped them and told them this wasn't a shopping spree. They needed to put it back and sign it out during 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. if they needed it. They were there at 4 a.m. thinking nobody was there, shopping. Anyway, so I was thinking that if they lost their jobs, 8 sheriffs, that means 8 people will lose their jobs and their pensions. So I'm gonna add that to book number 2. Blue Flame number 2, if I'm still alive. If anybody's interested in reading Blue Flame number 1, let me know and I'll send you a link.